The GVRA logo appears. Text reads, Roosevelt Warm Springs Campus Tour. An aerial view of the Warm Springs Institute shows a sprawling campus of brick buildings, large green courtyards, and accessible parking.
This is Roosevelt Warm Springs, 940 acres at the eastern edge of Pine Mountain, Georgia. For almost 9 decades, this has been a special place for the rehabilitation of the body, mind, and spirit. Founded by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt in 1927, Roosevelt Warm Springs is a comprehensive rehabilitation center dedicated to service, technological advancement, program diversity, and continuing education for people with disabilities. The buildings, all with the feel of a college campus, are surrounded by acres of woods where fragrant magnolia trees grow wild among the longleaf pines. As you turn off Roosevelt Highway and approach the main campus, the first building on the right is Blanchard Hall, one of the newest buildings, where new and prospective students cross a symbolic bridge and begin their journey at Roosevelt Warm Springs. Blanchard Hall houses vocational rehabilitation admissions, counseling and case management, psychology services, vocational assessment services, and assistive work technology. Heading further up the road is a beautiful small chapel that Roosevelt commissioned for the original patients at the early facility. It now supports the students at Roosevelt Warm Springs. To the right is the famous Georgia Hall, the center of campus, with stately white columns out front and a quad at the back, an exact replica of the University of Virginia quadrangle. Georgia Hall is the place for dining and functions and meetings. The residential complex is the newest building on campus. There, more than 100 students can live in state-of-the-art dormitory or apartment-style accommodations. A boardwalk leads to the Center for Therapeutic Recreation, where students learn about fitness and leisure and recreational pursuits. Students have classes as well as open activities at the center. From the center, you can wrap around and see the old golf course that's currently being renovated. A sharp right up the hill leads to the Vocational Education and Training Building, originally built in 1964. Significant renovations in 2015 transformed the interior with new technology, lighting, and furnishings, and now houses the current Career and Technical Education program, as well as employment development services. Academic and transition education are offered here as well. Throughout the campus are historic cottages, once part of the original resort. The footprint of the cottage community dating back to the 1800s remains at Roosevelt Warm Springs today. On the southwest side of the campus, Camp Dream is a modern 74-acre facility specifically designed to provide all people with disabilities a quality recreational experience in a natural but fully accessible setting. Camp Dream provides opportunities not usually available to people with disabilities, such as a wheelchair-accessible nature trail, basketball, volleyball, canoeing, fishing, kayaking, paddle boats, swimming, and social activities.
Historic footage shows a woman in a wheelchair passing through automatic doors.
Roosevelt Warm Springs, with almost 90 years of service, continues its founder's vision of transforming lives today.
The GVRA logo returns. Text reads, Roosevelt Warm Springs. Audio description provided by AMAC Accessibility Solutions.